Hello, my name is Joey Goldstein, and here's my Week 4 self-evaluation. How did my attitudes, logic, and behaviors influence my projects? What worked, what didn't? Throughout the months here, I have gotten a better understanding for media research, which helped influence my projects. I have a fascination for anything Disney, so when that was one of the options for the major projects, I started doing research on that. But but as I was doing the research, the majority of information was geared towards why Florida promotes theme parks rather than the businesses that aren't related to them, which I figured would be a huge struggle. The young voter awareness one caught my attention next. I was not I am not much into politics, so I felt this one would be an interesting concept. What would persuade me to go out and vote, and um, I went off on that. As I started working on my projects, I realized I wanted to know more about and what resources are available to me, what concepts do I still need to spend time learning. As I started my projects, I wanted to know about different campaigns in the past that tried to get the younger generation to vote. There were plenty of websites that helped guide me when deciding how I wanted to go about starting my own campaign. I remembered one specific campaign that was Vote or Die, endorsed by Sean Diddy Combs. It wasn't as successful as people would have hoped, so I used it as a foundation to build upon, and I thought of things that could make it better. I needed to spend a lot of time learning about what millennials are into and how they communicate with one another. Social media plays a major role in communication, so I thought of situations in which or that would spark the younger generation's interest. If I had more time, I would have, and what could I have done differently to improve my projects? If I had more time, I would have spent it on doing an in-depth analysis on how things would flow. Since we had individual papers, how can they all flow smoothly in one presentation? I had a hard time fitting all my information into one final pitch. I should figure out a way to shorten it and make it more entertaining. It was just a lot of information to go through. And how will my approach be similar to projects in the future? And how do they see this trying into your career goals? Going through this class, it was interesting to figure out different ways to get to the same goal and how in depth we had to get when creating a campaign. I see myself using this towards my career goals when it comes to market research and promoting a company or business. This class has definitely opened up my eyes.